Manhattan Beach, one of the most coveted beach communities in America. Median home price is over $2.3 million. So why do we need community support for our schools? Let's look at how our schools are funded. Compared to other states, California funding for education is inadequate. We're 44th in the nation in per-pupil funding, and 50th in student-to-teacher and student-to-counselor ratios. Manhattan Beach is a revenue limit district, which means that only a small portion of our property taxes support our schools. The formula to allocate property tax dollars is based on spending levels in the 1970s. Back then, MBUSD was a K-8 district and allocated approximately 20% of property taxes to schools. Basic aid districts like Palo Alto and Laguna Beach funded education at a higher level, so they retain their property taxes. Our student population doesn't qualify for additional funding through LCFF, and as a result, we receive less state funding than any other district in California. Finally, unlike these other high-performing districts, Manhattan Beach doesn't have a parcel tax, which is a flat tax that supplements state funding for education. The Manhattan Beach Education Foundation is the only resource we have to supplement funding for teachers and enrichment across our 7 schools.
MBEF provides every child in the district with an opportunity to work with the science specialists and the reading specialists and to have exposure to music, art, and libraries.
I have one boy interested in STEM. I also have a son who has taken the advanced film course to see them both flourish in their own ways through the many opportunities that are provided by MBEF. That's been a wonderful experience.
My son appreciates MBEF because of the Makerspace program. My daughter spends a lot of time in the library and also really enjoys all the STEM offerings that MBEF is able to provide.
It was a big win for our schools that MBEF was able to support a dedicated PE teacher. My kids are enjoying the entire day a little bit more with time to run around, play, learn games, learn sportsmanship.
The dollars that MBEF gives to support not only academics, but our whole child, the social, emotional part, which goes from day 1 in kindergarten all the way through graduation.
The adjustment to middle school can be overwhelming for any child. We're so grateful that our counselors are funded by the Manhattan Beach Education Foundation.
It is one of the greatest joys that the fruits of this community's efforts provides the kind of support and the kind of education that we wouldn't otherwise get.
Manhattan Beach made education its #1 priority. When we invest in the schools, we are investing in the future of not only our community, but the world in general.
MBEF gives us a voice in our children's education. I've always believed that you are MBEF, that we are MBEF. Our community is MBEF.